tackling this kind of waste, fraud, abuse, bureaucratic bloat, we're going for the stuff that's basic common sense that most Americans actually agree on. And I hope we're going to actually be able to help unite the country by eliminating waste, which is something that all Americans, regardless of partisan affiliation, can get behind. And that's how Elon and I are thinking about it.
Well, that was Vivek Ramaswamy touting the new Department of Government Efficiency that he and Elon Musk will be running. Now, also known as DOGE, this temporary agency will partner with the White House and Office of Management and Budget to drive structural government change from outside the government. Now, they put out their first messaging on X yesterday, writing this: working overtime to ensure your tax dollars will be spent wisely. So what have we been spending some of our federal funds on? Let's review. Almost $550,000 went to a Russian lab to run experiments on cats' brains. That was spent by the National Institutes of Health. $3.7 million of funding went to a study on monkeys and gambling, another NIH fascinating project. And the State Department awarding tens of thousands of dollars for drag shows in Ecuador. And that's just the tip of the wasteful spending iceberg.
Why in the hell are we spending money on drag shows in Ecuador? Why are we spending government money on drag shows, period? And don't get me wrong, I have nothing but love for the LGBTQ AI plus community. But how does this help your community? What in the hell are we spending money on? Why? How are we spending that money? Are we spending it by sending people on trips to Ecuador to see a drag show, and we're saying, listen, here's $20,000 so you can, make it rain on them when that man walk out there dressed like a woman and start gyrating in front of you? Here's some government funding so you can just go ahead and make it rain on them. Yeah. I mean, exactly what's going on. Honestly, I don't want to know the answer to that. I really don't want to know the answer to that. But our tax dollars are being spent frivolously, and I'm glad that people are put in place that will fix this situation. Because whenever you hear government efficiency in the same sentence, it absolutely don't make any sense, because that's like an oxymoron. But now you have two individuals who are quite capable of running this department, quite capable of finding where the bodies are buried, quite capable. And I'm talking about, when I say that, I'm talking about finding where the money is, because they're going to follow the money, as they clearly are. And what's coming out right now is that all of this was happening under Biden's watch, and he was cool with it. He was cool with it. Kamala was cool with it. All their donors were cool with it. Everyone who voted for them, cool with it. I bet once they see this, they're not going to have an issue with it. They probably even think that you're being transphobic for putting out the fact that we're going to Ecuador and spending our money on transgenders. Come on, bro. This is nuts. We have been teaching people how to grow online. It's been absolutely amazing. We have 3 people who have been able to reach monetization in less than 30 days. Growing YouTube channels, some from 0 people. We have one guy who had 2 subscribers before he started working with me. He started helping him. His views went up 4.8 million%. We're super excited. If anybody ever want to grow on YouTube, you reach out to me with the word coach. And this is Emily Campagno, by the way, just in case you don't know who Emily Campagno is. This is she. Yeah.
Here's Senator James Langford rattling off just a few government spending projects at a House hearing last year. Watch.
Last year, the State Department did a grant to Ecuador to host 12 drag shows in Ecuador with American tax dollars. Now, may have different opinions in this room on drag shows. I'm just asking the simple question: is the best use of American tax dollars to actually fund drag shows in Ecuador with U.S. tax dollars? National Science Foundation last year did a study of butterflies in Europe. So we funded with American taxpayer dollars. Last year, there was also a NEA grant that was done to set up a display in Brooklyn for the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. By the way, it's not even an American band. We had an almost, $350,000 grant to study smart toilets.
What the hell is a smart toilet? Will the smart toilet wipe my butt cheeks when I'm done using it? Huh?
Was one of the grants that we actually paid for with our federal tax dollars last year. We also had a grant that was done studying colonial Mexican soundscapes. We last year did a study on helmets and seatbelts in Ghana to be able to study whether seatbelts and helmets were effective for saving lives in Ghana.
That's like studying if condoms is effective in preventing STDs in Ghana. We're about to spend $500 million to see if condoms can prevent STD in Ghana. It's just so damn stupid. That's just so damn stupid, man. Give me billions of dollars so I can go and just study some stuff, man.
Can I just go ahead and answer that question for free? Seatbelts and helmets are a good idea. They save lives. Free.
Kaylee, the American people had no idea about this, and how would they? When the administration we are disentangling ourselves from is committed to an opacity, and at the same time, Americans can't afford grocery bills, but hey, let's spend millions on a bunch of ridiculous projects outside this country.
It is complete and total malpractice. And the biggest government positions to me that have been appointed are Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk in this new department. And it's not just the money. The money is a big part of it. It is gutting the career civil service from this administration. Let me give you an example. Trump becomes president in 2016. Trump goes in. Do you want to know what happens 1 month later? 1 month after he is president of the United States, commander-in-chief, a vote of the American people, details of his calls with the foreign leaders of Mexico and Australia were leaked. Mexico went to the Associated Press. Australia details went to the Washington Post. These were career civil servants leaking the details Trump was having with foreign leaders. They need to go. The American people spoke. He is president of the United States. Get rid of the bureaucracy. It's not about undermining Trump. That's undermining you, undermining your vote. Get rid of them on day one. Vivek, I know, is up to the task. I've had conversations with him about this. It's time to put these two in charge. Give them a ton of power. Get rid of career civil servants.
Yes, ma'am. I can't wait. And remember, I was a federal attorney. I was an acting director in a top 10 agency of an appellate office. And I really can't express adequately what it is like to push against the beast of spending. And among those spendings, I want to talk to you about something, Paul, which is the overpayments. This is where the waste comes into play. $3 trillion, Open the Books reported, since 2004. They define it as essentially wrong payments to the wrong person or for the wrong reason. Do you think Americans will give that back? Because I saw firsthand the billions of overpayments by the Social Security Administration where, oh, I'm sorry, guys, we just wasted $3 billion for no reason other than ineptitude, incompetence, or sheer laziness. And my point is that it is the structure that bakes it in. So Elon and Vivek are coming in and they're going to blow up that structure just like this. Well, we gave them money before, so we're going to do it again. No, we do not inherit the incompetence anymore.
I'll give you a good example, salient example. So apparently it's bouncing around online that when Pete Hegseth got SecDef, there was a quote from a government contract, military contractor, saying essentially, who the blank is Pete Hegseth? That is exactly the reaction you want, right? Because who's this outsider that's going to come in, that's going to kick this whole thing over, essentially, right? It's not somebody that he's taken to lunch. He's been whining and dining for the last 20 years, that he knows the contract's a done deal. That's exactly what you're talking about, Kaylee, and that is what you need. The other thing is...
I don't know if y'all see this message that I highlighted. I think this is absolutely hilarious. But this is the type of money we're spending. $20 million to research if toilets flush counter or clockwise. Which one is more proficient? Wow.
Two things real quick. First of all, Why are we funding all these bad ideas in other countries? We have enough bad ideas of our own, for the love of
Right.
God. Why are we, I mean, helmets and God, come on. That's one thing. The other thing is this, real quick. I know and I recognize, and this is the argument against it, that the real money we have to worry about is Medicare, Social Security. I get those are the big numbers. I understand that. But these wasteful products still take us into the billions, right? It still matters.
Yep.
What you do, and this is what I'd like to see, is as you cut these superfluous programs, put them into something that people visually see. Say, we cut $500 million from this nonsense. We built an old age home for veterans. Here it is,
Yes.
in Maryland, in,
Yes.
in
There you go.
wherever.
Yes.
And that money went here, something useful,
right.
something domestic.
Yeah. Well, let's do a little
Can't do that because then you will ruin businesses out there that have decided to sign up to take advantage of senior citizens first. Okay, that's a cash cow. Even in DC, where I'm from, they are opening old folks' homes up like liquor stores. Them joints are popping up everywhere. Why? Because somebody realized that those are cash cows. People are not coming to visit their grandma and granddads anymore. They're not visiting their uncles and aunts anymore. These people, these old heads are just sent off to just be taken care of by nurses and whatnot with no family coming to visit them, and they are taking advantage of them in their pocketbooks, period. But he is absolutely right. Why not take that money that we're using just to find out if $500,000 to $1 million to see if selfies make you happy? Come on, man. We're funneling this money through friends and friendships and relationships and other parts of the government just to make it seem like the economy is moving the way that we want it to move, to seem like we're being innovative, to seem like we're doing the research necessary to move our country further along. This is wild, man. This is nuts. Get the hell out of here, man. This is our money. And we have a right to speak on it. And we have a right to vote in the direction that's going to help fix all of this bullshit, sugar honey ice. This is nuts.
more examples of this squander of what your money, guys, the government's money, that is your money. So let's show you a few more things of outrageousness that our tax dollars are being spent on. $100,000 to see if a sunfish is more aggressive when given gin or tequila.
Oh my gosh.
$1 million to see if selfies make you happy. $1.5 million to study the mating calls of country frogs to see if they are different than city frogs. That, Cheryl, is what hardworking Americans' tax dollars are going to.
Oh, I have more. Why is the University of Mississippi spending $12 million for monkeys on meth? And why did the EPA spend
For monkeys on meth? They spending $12 million to test monkeys on meth. How about you give them jobs to meth head American citizens? They already on meth. Go ahead and put them on a payroll and test them. Listen, I didn't start a job. That's a job opportunity that could go to an American, but we giving it to a monkey. That could go to a meth head that's already an American. Let them get paid for it. How come a monkey is getting paid for it? Huh? And I don't think my question is stupid. If it's not as dumb as the reason behind this money going down the damn drain, then it's not dumb. It should be answered. I demand an answer. I demand an answer. $12 million daggone to see how monkeys are on meth. You got all these crackheads out here that would love that opportunity. They be like, huh? Y'all paying what? Huh? Y'all paying what? Huh? I'm already smoking. Just go ahead and give me some. You can put me in the lab. You want to put some probes on me? Find out what I'm doing? Yeah. You gotta do that to monkeys. Poor monkeys. Do it to the crackheads that's already out here that need some money.
spend $620 grand for armor and night vision equipment? Somebody explain that one to me. But I'll tell you what, the biggest one that killed me was the fact that the IRS between October of 21 and 23, they've got $50 million in unpaid taxes from their own employees. Whoa. IRS employees owe $50 million in back taxes. I want that. I want the IRS so gutted at this point. And Elon Musk, remember what he did with Twitter? He slashed out 70% of the employees.
Facts.
I can't wait for
Facts. Elon Musk do not play. This brother said, I see that Twitter looks like a well-run machine, and it got thousands of people working there. But I think we'd be all right with 50. So the rest of y'all, bye-bye. Later. This is what he's going to do to these departments that's spending all this daggone stupid money. But the way that the Democrats sell it is, we're going to be out of our jobs. And you know who's going to be impacted the most? Black peoples. These are all racist because the people that they're going to take the jobs from are the black people. I thought this was important for us to talk, to discuss today. We already talked about Whoopi and her box. Now we're talking about our pocketbooks and where this money is going. And plus, I wanted an excuse to talk to show Emily Campagno, who is absolutely amazing. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. All right. Chef's kiss.